What's up guys, I'm Ryan, this is Cool Custom Collectibles, and today I'm going to show you how I customize this Hasbro AT-RT Walker from Star Wars The Clone Wars. And we're starting right now. Welcome back guys to another exciting episode of Cool Custom Collectibles, the show where we take every off the shelf toys, action figures, model kits, and cosplay items and try to turn them into some cool custom collectibles. I'm your host Ryan, and today we're going to be customizing the Hasbro AT-RT Walker from Star Wars. If this is your first time checking out the channel and you are interested in learning how to create your own custom collectibles, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Now, like I said, we're going to be customizing the Hasbro AT-RT Walker, and this toy is pretty cool, but we're going to make it look even cooler. I'm going to show you what I did to turn it into an awesome looking, realistic war machine. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to have to do for this is to lay down a primer coat. In this case, I'm using Rust-Oleum Black Primer. It's a pretty good out-of-the-can primer and it works on the toy, so I decided to use it in this case. When you're spraying the primer, just make sure you put down a good, even coat. The next step in the process is to go ahead and lay down some Tamiya XF2 flat white. And the technique I'm demonstrating here is called the black and white technique. Basically what you're doing is you're using a black undercoat, spraying some flat white over the top in the raised areas, and this kind of gives it some artificial shading and shadowing, which will hopefully show up when we lay down our base coat. After laying down the white for the black and white coat, we're going to go ahead and cover it over with our base coat, which in this case is going to be a Tamiya XF19 Sky Gray. Now with this one, we're not going to go on too heavy. We want to keep it kind of light so that some of the dark and the light areas of the black and white coat show up. To mask up the Walker in preparation for laying down the blue paint, I used Tamiya masking tape, some paper, and some Homebrew mask all that I dabbed on various areas to simulate chip paint. After all the masking was completed, it was time to lay down a coat of Tamiya XF8 Flat Blue. Now in hindsight, I think this blue was a little bit too dark. In the future I might use a lighter blue color or mix it with some white in order to achieve a lighter color. And this is what it looks like after you apply the blue coat. I'm actually going to move on now to painting the legs. So here you can see I've done something very similar. I've masked off the legs to get the blue paint only where I want them. It does take a while to mask it off, but it's definitely worth it, and the painting process goes a lot quicker after you've masked everything off. The next thing I'm doing here is I'm actually painting in the seat for the Walker. In this case I'm using some Vallejo Black Gray to paint the seat. And I actually went back and retouched the handlebars on the model kit using some Vallejo Light Gray. I applied some Vallejo Black Gray to the actual handle part of the handlebars. To begin weathering the model, I decided to give it a gunk wash. In this case, I'm using Optilung Starship Filth, slightly thinned, and I just slather it all over the model, and in the future I'm going to show you how I wipe it off with a cloth. The thing you want to remember is you want to try to get the wash into all the deep recesses and crevices of the Walker. After giving the wash a couple minutes to dry, I went back with the old rag and began wiping the Walker down. You can see how this leaves the wash only in the recesses of the Walker. I then began adding more subtle weathering using Optilung Dark Mud and trying to get it only on the lower areas of the Walker. I also applied Optilong engine grease to various joints and pistons on the model to simulate oil leaks. I used Vallejo Black Gray to paint chips on the raised parts of the Walker. I also used Vallejo Silver on the highest parts of the Walker to simulate areas where the paint has actually been chipped all the way away and the metal beneath is showing. And that's pretty much the entire process I went through to take this toy and turn it into a Cool Custom Collectible. We can now call this Custom Complete. And there you have it, guys. That's how you customize the Hasbro AT-RT Walker. If you guys have any questions about any of the things that I did, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe. To reward you guys who sat through the entire video, I'm going to leave you guys with some beauty shots of the completed model. I'll see you guys next time.